Hello everyone, it's Foo here, and today I've got a video that I want to talk all about some interesting moves. These are signature moves introduced in Pokemon Sword and Shield that are kind of weird and I think might hint towards some secrets for the DLC. Before we get into the video, please consider leaving a like because it lets me know what you want to see more of and helps the video out, and subscribe if you want to see more. The first move I want to talk about is learned by Galarian Stunfisk, and I really like this Pokemon. I think it's got an amazing design, but I've already done a video talking about why it's kind of disappointing because in battle it just doesn't live up to its potential. I didn't talk much about its signature move there, which is Snap Trap. And Snap Trap is actually kind of useful for Galarian Stunfisk. It's a relatively weak trapping move, kind of like Wrap. So you do some damage and then you trap your opponent in and they get damaged at the end of each turn, which adds up to some pretty significant chip damage, which is really cool. It also pairs up well with some of Galarian Stunfisk's other moves, especially Yawn, because if you trap the opponent in and then go for Yawn, they can't switch out to prevent going to sleep, so that basically ensures that Galarian Stunfisk can send things to sleep, which is really nice. The weird thing about Snap Trap is its typing. It's grass type. Galarian Stunfisk is steel ground type, so I don't really understand where this grass typing comes from. Galarian Stunfisk doesn't have much of a connection to the grass type apart from some green paw prints on its design and also its ability Mimicry, which allows it to transform into a grass type in grassy terrain, but usually it's a steel ground type. And this is even weirder considering that it doesn't get many good steel type moves. It would be amazing if Snap Trap was actually a steel type move because it would help Galarian Stunfisk out a lot in terms of taking on things like fairy types. It would be really, really helpful. So the grass typing is kind of out of nowhere, but I'll talk about what I think that means after we discuss the second signature move, which is Dreadnaught's signature move, Jaw Lock. Thematically, this suits Dreadnought really well. Dreadnought is based off a snapping turtle, and they bite really hard, and Jaw Lock is a biting move. It's got a really nice base power, and it benefits from Dreadnaught's strong jaw ability, making it a very powerful move to use. It also has a new secondary effect. What it does is, it prevents the opponent from switching out, but also the user from switching out, so Dreadnought will be going nowhere once it uses Jaw Lock. This can be a bit of a double-edged sword because though you're doing lots of damage and trapping the opponent in, which is really cool, it also traps you in. So if the opponent happens to switch out on the turn that you're trying to use Jaw Lock into something that really threatens Dreadnought, you're then both locked in and the opponent's going to do some serious damage to Dreadnought. So you have to be careful about it. And that's why a lot of people would choose to run Crunch over Jaw Lock, because Jaw Lock is actually a dark type move. It's the same thing as Snap Trap. Dreadnought is water rock type, Jaw Lock is dark type. There's this mismatch and I don't really understand why. So Jaw Lock and Crunch then have the same base power, they both get boosted by Strong Jaw, and Crunch doesn't lock you in, which is potentially to your detriment. So a lot of people run that instead. It would be amazing if Jaw Lock was actually a rock type move because we don't have many 100% accurate rock type moves on the physical side, and we don't have any rock type moves that benefit from Strong Jaw, so that would be awesome to see, but that's not the case unfortunately. So that leaves us with these two signature moves with weird typings that neither of their users get same type attack bonus. So why might that be? What is the secret behind these moves? Well, this is just a theory, but I think that other Pokemon will learn these moves. For example, with Snap Trap, I can see Carnivine learning it. Carnivine is based off a Venus Flytrap Pokemon, so you've immediately got that trap link there, and also it's a grass type, therefore Snap Trap and grass type would make a lot of sense. Though the animation for Snap Trap is definitely more based around Galarian Stunfisk than Carnivine, I can see this Pokemon learning Snap Trap in the future and it making complete sense. Equally, with Dark type Jaw Lock, we have another Pokemon that's based off an animal with a very strong bite, which is Crocodile, that is also Dark type. Crocodiles have one of the strongest bites in the world, and therefore it makes tons of sense that it would be able to learn a biting move like Jaw Lock and have that Dark typing synergy. It would make a lot of sense to me. What I think that means is potentially Carnivine and Crocodile could be introduced in the DLC with these moves in their movesets, and that would be pretty interesting to see. I don't think that either of these Pokemon learning those moves would be completely game-changing for that Pokemon, but the fact of adding them into the game could be really cool. I mean, Carnivine maybe not so much, it's not the most important Pokemon out there, but competitively, Crocodile is a really nice Pokemon. It has that Intimidate ability, and also with Dynamax, I can see it being a real powerhouse. So that would be cool to see introduced in this game. So I think that's the secret behind these signature moves. I don't think they're intended to be signature moves. I think other Pokemon will eventually learn them, and that will explain the typings a bit better, because I really don't understand why they are the typing that they are with a Pokemon that currently learn them. Let me know what you think of my theory in the comments section below, or if you have better explanations as to why Snaptrap and Jawlock are the typings that they are. But that's going to be all for today. Thanks so much for watching. If you made it this far, please consider leaving a like. It does help out my channel. I've been Foo, you've been awesome, and hopefully see you next time. Goodbye.